Hi there, my name is Gary Barclay. I'm a lecturer at the Otago Polytechnic, more specifically at the Otago Institute of Sport and Adventure, which is part of the Otago Polytechnic. I'm completing a course this semester on designing for flexible learning practice, and this presentation is for that course. What I'm looking at presenting today is my flexible delivery plan for a course that I teach at the Polytechnic called Psychological Skills Training 1, which is an introductory course to sports psychology. Just a quick overview of the aims and learning outcomes for the course. It's an introduction to the theory and practice of applied sports psychology. We're looking at helping students to achieve performance enhancement, and it serves also as a foundation for advanced study within the other courses that I teach. The main theme for the redevelopment of PST1 is that of autonomy, and from my point of view, autonomy is coming from the perspective of DC and Ryan's self-determination theory. So for the course, as I want it to run for the future, is using students, or looking at students as being the key stakeholders, and giving them a say in terms of the content, assessment and delivery of the course. The overall aim of this is to try and develop motivated, self-directed learners. It will also help me gain a greater appreciation for what the students actually want from their learning. Prior to the beginning of the course proper, we're going to have to introduce sports psychology and discuss what sports psychology is and isn't in the first instance. Then students will have an opportunity to identify preferred topics, possibly from a list of topics that maybe I could give them as a guide as to things that might be useful. Students will then also identify preferred assessment options, so things that they want to do as far as assessment goes, things that they think are appropriate. And students will also have input into the preferred modes of delivery as well. The inspiration for my redevelopment of PST1 has come firstly from the flexible learning course, and the participants involved in this course have given me lots of inspiration throughout. Also the midwifery course at the Polytechnic, which has done a lot of work in terms of developing a blended delivery approach. As I said, self-determination theory. Terry Marler's also given me a lot of ideas for the successful use of Moodle, or potential successful use of Moodle for this course, and other Otago Polytechnic staff, in particular excuse me, what we call the cookies, those who teach chefs, for example, at the Polytechnic. They're putting a lot of their content on the web. Also Justin Kemp and Heather Day as well, who are both staff members here at the Polytechnic. As far as future directions in terms of delivery options go, moving from a largely face-to-face lecture-based and tutorial supported strategy, we're looking at using Moodle as the main administration tool, looking at use of block courses at the beginning of the course, also looking at the use or greater use of lectures being put on maybe podcasts, possibly being available on Moodle for students to download. They might be able to download audio recordings from Moodle, for example, or from other sources on the internet onto cell phones, that sort of thing. So there's a whole bunch of different ideas as far as technological use goes, but in order to be truly flexible, we need to also meet the needs of students who don't have access to technology. As a result, at this stage, students will also have access to hard copy material should they prefer that mode of delivery. However, I do see this as being an ongoing development. Different students are going to come along over the years with different needs, and I'm going to need to meet those needs as we go. As far as future assessment options go, excuse me, there's a variety of different approaches that can be used. Some of the ideas that I've come up with and ideas that have also been brought about from my involvement in the course, as far as journaling goes. At this stage I use journaling, hard copy journaling and notebooks with students, but we may be able to start to use Google Docs for those with electronic access. Making greater use of the World Wide Web and different blogs, for example, different sites with sports psychology related information on there that students might be able to use as a means to enhance their knowledge of sports psychology. Excuse me. Within the Institute of Sport and Adventure, we have a commitment to blended delivery, and I see this course as being true to that commitment of blended delivery. Flexible approaches, so online, podcasting, video, face-to-face support as well. A variety of different means of actually supporting students in terms of, for example, pastoral care, telephone, email, face-to-face again. And this is particularly relevant for these electronic sources, telephone as well, are particularly relevant for our distance students or students in the future who have the option now of being able to study off campus. As far as access and equity goes, we're aiming for students to be able to study any time, any place, anywhere. So with these electronic and hard copy resources, students should certainly be able to achieve that means. Excuse me, just having a wee drink. However, yeah, in the future there's going to be students with a wide variety of different needs, and it's going to be up to us as staff and to be able to be flexible enough in order to be able to cater to the needs that those students have. Justin Camp has brought to my attention, we've all heard of the golden rule, do unto others as you would have done unto you. Justin Camp's brought to my attention the platinum rule. Treat others the way they want to be treated, and I believe this autonomy approach, asking the students what they want, how they want to be treated, stays true to that concept of the platinum rule. Excuse me again. Sustainability, sustainable materials, often electronic based. Excuse me. So obviously, electronic materials are going to be sustainable more so than hard copy. However, we do need to again meet the needs of those students who don't have electronic access. Sustainable practices. In the immediate term, this is going to be challenging to get the resources together to develop this course, but that's very much doable. And sustainable students as well. We're looking at, as I say, developing students that are self-directed and self-motivated, and I believe this concept of autonomy, giving them the driving sort of position for this course, will help us to create sustainable students. So just to sum up, this is an exciting, I guess, challenging experience, developmental stage. Our imagination, or my imagination, is going to be the only limiting factor. There's so many options out there these days. It will be time consuming in the initial stages, but what we need to do is do this smart so that we don't have to keep reinventing the wheel. Any questions, suggestions or feedback is absolutely welcome, and you'll be able to get hold of me at garysgettingtechno.blogspot.com. I look forward to any feedback that you might have. Thank you.